All right, welcome back to Raff's Brain. It's the Chicken Big Mac Attack Special. 10/10/24 is going to go down in history as one of those iconic dates in fast food lore, and that is the launch, the nationwide release of the long-awaited, the greatly anticipated Chicken Big Mac Attack. Yes, the Chicken Big Mac made its debut in select markets, I don't know how many months ago, Miami, Chicago. It was off the charts, so now they're going across the country. I had to get in on this action. 2 all chicken patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles on a sesame seed bun. I skipped onions because this sandwich, I can confirm, does not have onions. So what do I think about this sandwich? Let's jump in. So the first thing you need to know is I live right down the street from a McDonald's. Basically, isn't everyone like something within, say, 5 to 10 miles from the nearest McDonald's all across the country, except maybe in those flyover, like, super rural areas like the Dakotas? Anyway, this is like half a mile from my house. So I walked up the street and, not surprisingly, it's pretty crowded, dude. I was able to go through and talk to people in the drive-through line. I just kind of popped up in their windows and, took them by surprise. Sneak attack, little sabotage interview, but no one was actually going to be on camera. They wouldn't want to do that. But they did confirm that they were there, and they were very excited for the Big Mac, chicken Big Mac, that is, that they were about to consume. So yeah, there was a little bit more traffic than usual. That's a good sign. That's a little bit of hype is in effect. I went inside, and yes, the marketing is ubiquitous. It's everywhere. I don't know how I feel about this one, though. The chicken Big Mac is like superior and over top of the Big Mac, which is supposed to be the king of all sandwiches. I don't understand that. It kind of upset me a little bit because I'm I'm a Gen X old school type of guy. I may have consumed 150 to 200 Big Macs in my entire life. I do go to McDonald's quite a bit, but my go-to order is 2 cheeseburgers, not a Big Mac. It's that middle bun that kind of doesn't do it for me. I do like the sauce a lot, and I like the general aesthetic, and I think it's one of the most classic American sandwiches. So this kind of upset me. It kind of set me off. I'm like, I want to go in here and have a good time with this sandwich, but I don't think you want to like one up the classic. I sat down and man, I was surprised to learn that McDonald's is really stepping up their game. I haven't been inside in such a long time. I usually go through the drive-through, but you can order from a table. They'll bring you a table service. That's pretty wild. Do they sing happy birthday now? Who knows? There's a nice close-up image. I ended up ordering on the app so I could pick it up from the counter. And of course, it looks really nice in the presentation here. Just makes your mouth water, right? It's good stuff. Unfortunately, for the people who, jones for this type of food at, say, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, you're just SOL because in the wisdom of restaurateurs that run this enterprise, they've decided that the sandwich is too decadent to be available after midnight. It's kind of like the gremlins. You don't feed them after midnight, the magwai. These were the options on the app, so I picked up counter service. I guess I could have ordered curbside and gone out and picked it up, or table service. I don't want to make someone do that. That seems weird. Like, come on, I'll just pick it up at the counter. No one's got to serve me. I'm chill. I'm easy. I'm low maintenance. So after I made my order, I had to wait about 3 to 5 minutes before I pick it up at the counter. But they're going to make sure that you stay engaged, and you get that marketing and branding, and you get sucked into the vortex of McDonald's. And I'm happily, someone who will do that. So I jumped into their quiz about the Big Mac. This was a very important question. Is the chicken Big Mac a Big Mac? There are 3 possible answers. 3 buns? Of course. Nope, only the classic counts. And, it's not a Big Mac. So I kind of looked at that and I thought about it, weighed the options. I came down pretty strong on one of these. Where do you come down? So I went with option number 2. I just don't think it's a Big Mac at all. It's in a completely separate category. Only the classic counts. But I'm the odd man out here. Like, only 11% of the millions of Americans who participated in this very highly scientific poll were on my side. So I guess I'm just an extreme minority opinion, an outlier. I don't know what to make of this, other than I have very, very sophisticated and refined tastes and judgment. Kind of unparalleled in, the upper crust of America, if you will. After taking the survey, I was invited to share my opinion on X. I didn't do that, although I did post about this on X. You can check me out there at Raffety and see what I said about the chicken Big Mac on X. While I was waiting, I was also informed that there was a Twitch stream tonight where apparently a very big influencer, Kai Cenat, I don't know. I've never heard of him. I'm sure he's enormous. Actually, I think he has 15 million followers, doing extraordinarily well. I tried to tune in at 8 o'clock, but nothing popped up on the channel. I'm not a big Twitch guy, but I respect the innovation in marketing McDonald's. This is really the next generation. If you're going to get the kids hooked on your food, you got to meet them where they are. And more people are on Twitch or other live stream shows. So good for you for getting them while they're young. My order finally came out. I got the Coke Zero, the Chicken Big Mac, and a large fry. On the app, my options were small, medium, and large fry, but they were all flat price of $1.29. So what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to overconsume. For a split second, I thought, hey, do I really need all these extra fries? Maybe I should just go with the small bag. But if you're going to charge me the same price for all the options, I mean, what's the American thing to do? Here's the sandwich. You've seen a box like this. I'm not sure why I took this picture. Bam! There it is in all its beauty and glory and wonder. The Chicken Big Mac. Now, something you'll notice here is this picture looks a little bit different than the marketing and advertising photo for sure. Just to remind you, this is what we were promised. And this is what it actually looks like, which is cool and tasty, but just interesting how the aesthetics differ from the marketing. That's not a new observation. I think there's an entire website that delves into this and like has the pictures on the marketing of the fast food, and then it shows you what it looks like when it comes out. So that's not like a new insight. It's just a reminder that reality is different than the advertisement. Shocker! Wow, who would have thunk it? Anyway, as you can see, it had a nice aesthetic to it. It does look like a Big Mac. It has that appearance. But my brain couldn't quite process the fact that there were no beef patties there. One thing I will say about these chicken patties is it's not a McChicken patty. That's kind of like if you want to make a homemade McChicken Big Mac, you could do that by buying 2 McChicken sandwiches, taking out the McChicken patties, and replacing them for all beef patties in a Big Mac, right? That's not what they did here. What they did is something that blew my mind. Those chicken patties taste like giant flat chicken nuggets, man. Chicken McNuggets, sorry. Don't get it wrong, my friend. They are chicken McNuggets. Chicken nuggets are pedestrian normal things you might acquire in a frozen food section of a Walmart. Chicken McNuggets you only get in one place, the Golden Arches Mickey D's. So these patties taste and hit much like a chicken McNugget. So that's the real joy and surprise and delight that you're going to get when you go out and get your first chicken Big Mac. They should have called it the Chicken Nugget Big Mac. It's like the giant flat pancake chicken McNugget Big Mac. I don't know, maybe it's too long for marketing, but that's what it tastes like. Now, what do I think of it? What do I really make of it? I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, I was really looking forward to it, and I'm glad I tried it. I'm just not sure that it's going to ever replace, to me, the more standard fare. And I have a go-to order. By this point, I'm 48 years old. I know what I'm going to go when I go to McDonald's. I don't need to look at the menu and figure it out. I'm going to get 2 cheeseburgers, maybe 4 to 6 nuggets, a bottle of water, a hot coffee, and I'm going to hit the road because I usually do it on road trips, and that's basically my modus operandi. If you haven't established a go-to order at McDonald's and you're over the age of 25, I don't know what's wrong with you. And why are you sitting there in front of me and 2 cars ahead and like having a conversation with your passengers and trying to decide what you're going to order? Don't you know what's on the menu? How many times do we have to go through this, people? Just know what you're going to get. Put your order in. Let's get through the line. We got places to go, people to see, things to do. Come on! Most unexpectedly, I ran into a former colleague who lives in the area. His daughter was out playing softball nearby, and he had a McChicken Big Mac attack or something like that. He happened to stroll in there. That was insane. I hadn't seen this guy in a little while. Hey, what's up, Chris? Good to see you, buddy. Took a selfie picture just to confirm that it really happened. Chris also brought in his new pet puppy, which is really cool. I think this is unusual. You know, when I grew up, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Only service dogs, no animals, no pets allowed. But that's out the window, folks. Dude, at 2024, North Arlington, Virginia, you can take your dogs and pets anywhere. No one bats an eye, and that was really cool because I got to meet the little puppy. That was a cute little thing. Yeah, so on the way out, I had to snag a little selfie there by the Golden Arches just for good times, for memory's sake. Because this day is going to go down in history, 10/10/24, the launch of the Chicken Big Mac. I'm not saying it's my favorite sandwich on the menu. I'm not saying it's even going to be in my normal rotation. But I think every now and again, I might hit it up. I like that. 2 all chicken patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles on a sesame seed bun. Thanks, McDonald's. Love what you're up to. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.